Hey, biologist here. It was a long time since the last time that I upload a video. I was watching it. I just finished to see the last video that I made. It was almost 1 year ago, like 9 months ago, because it was 1st of May. Now today is 27th, January 27th of 2018. So a lot of things happened since the last video that I did. That video talks about my job interview that I had like 1 year ago. Well, a little less. Anyway, it was about teleperformance, and I was there almost for a year. Just 1 month ago, I just quit because I did my IELTS. That's the British English test that if you want to go to the university, if you want to do your PhD or to do a study course, you have to take it. But it is so expensive. I mean, in pesos, those were 3,900 pesos. Jesus, how crazy is that? It is like $200, more or less, but it is so expensive. I mean, God. So I decided to quit 1 month ago. It was like December 20th, more or less. But as you can, actually, my English level has improved quite a lot. Because when I saw the last video, yes, I was speaking in English, but it wasn't with this kind of fluency. And let me explain you what happened in all of those months that when I was in teleperformance. Yes, like I said in the last video, the 1st of May of 2017, now that today is, well, January 2018, it was very helpful to work in that company because I was receiving calls from customers all around the US with different accents. Those were from African Americans, those were Chinese, Latin people. It was a variety of different ways that I was practicing here in English. And expressions, I gotcha. Like when you understand something, either you can say, oh yes, I got it, or oh yes, I understand. But the most common phrase that I used to hear was, oh, I gotcha. It was pretty interesting. I don't like the people, not all the people that is there, because, well, a lot of things happened. But let's go for the beginning. I just got a job. I had that job in teleperformance, answering phone. The first campaign that it was American Express. The credit card, this bank, and I was specifically in the membership rewards department. What does that mean? Well, basically, all the customers that possess one American Express credit card, they have the option to enroll this credit card to this program, which is the membership rewards program. And basically, it consists in, for every dollar that this customer spend using their credit cards, they will receive 1 point. So $1 equals 1 point, but it is no vice versa, because many customers, they believed that 1 point equals $1. But come on, it makes no sense, because if that was the case, then American Express is just giving you all for free. And that, come on, guys, just think about a little bit. Anyway, well, the point is, the membership rewards department was, my duty was to inform all of the customers the different options, how to use those points and how to gain more points. For example, if you go to grocery stores or gas stations, depending on the cards, you have those features that you can gain 2 times points, 20% more money back, and all of that. So my duty was to inform to all of those customers that information related to the specific credit card that they have. So the most common action that I did, that I was performing during my conversations with the customers, was the redemption of those points, those membership rewards points. Just in simple terms, I always explained to them, you have three main options using your membership reward points. First, if you are a frequent traveler, then you can use those points to book a flight and just use them to go for travel. Because the conversion ratio, it is the best one, which means every 100 points equals $1. That's the trick. But listen, 100 points equals $1. It is not $1.1. Come on. And that's the first option. Many of the customers liked it that much that they use those points to book a flight and travel, for business or for whatever reason they were traveling. The second option was you can use those points to pay for your bills. But if you ask me, actually this is I quote all of my speech that I was doing with the customers when they make that call, and I answered that call. And the second option is that you can use those points, those membership reward points, to pay for your bills. In other words, you can pay for the charges of your credit card using your points. But let me tell you something. If you ask me, that's not the best conversion ratio, because you require 167 points per dollar. In other words, if you want to pay $25 charge that you have in your credit card because you use it to pay something that the cost was $25, you will require more than 2,500 points to get those $25. So that's not the best conversion. So my suggestion for you is you can use them for booking a flight if you're a frequent traveler, or the third option, which is the most popular one, that you can use your points to redemption of gift cards, because American Express has several partnerships with different stores and restaurants. And I remember, quite remember, like for example, Walmart, Best Buy, the Home Depot, restaurants like Olive Garden, Bahama Breeze, Bonefish Grill, and many others. So my suggestion for you, sir, or ma'am, depending on the case, is that you can use your points, because I'm looking at here that you have right now, just let's say 25,000 membership reward points, and that equals to you can use them for $100 gift cards, but not all of them have the same conversion ratio. For instance, if you want to have one for Walmart, the conversion ratio, well, but this is a speech that I was just performing with the customers, and I was just explaining to you what my job was. And it was pretty interesting because I was just there listening to the different customers with the different accents and all of those phrases. And all of them were like, oh, thank you so much for this information. I mean, you were so helpful. Thank you so much. And I was like, that's my duty, ma'am or sir. So remember, if you require further information, don't hesitate and call us back, and we gladly will help you, okay? And all of the time they told me, sure do, I will, or thank you so much. It was so I was so happy to help those customers, because sometimes, it depending on the situation, but when they were lack of membership reward points, I had the ability to give them points for free in order to obtain enough points to do the redemption for a gift card, or it could be for $100, $50, $25, depending on the case. But it was so great that I had that freedom, to help the customers, because doing so, the customers they will be happy and they will feel, oh, American Express always helped me. But sometimes my supervisors and the people that was above from me, they don't understand such thing because they don't have this corporate thinking. They only no, you only have to do, you can't give points for free. And I was like, come on, dude, those are happy customers that will stay and remain for a long term with the company. Anyways, well, I will explain the second part. This is it for now, because now it is 10 minutes of this video. I don't want to extend too much, but you can see the difference for the last video from the 1st of May. This one, my level of English, I would say it's quite better, Anyway, I will explain the further things that happened on that year after the 1st of May until today. But okay, just for now, this is it. Biologist here.